Hello everyone, it is Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Index Card Friday on Thursday. I have a special video tomorrow and so Index Card had to be bumped up a day. I don't think anybody's gonna mind though. We're still gonna have just as much fun on Thursday as we would have had on Friday. I came up with this little gem. I was into my coffee tea-dyed stenciled papers and I decided to do something lacy and just something really cool. Hopefully this, when it gets packed in an envelope, is not going to be an issue. More than likely it will come opened like that. But where the index card comes in on here is right here. So, yeah, this is what we're doing. Two really cute little tags. And then this is some vintage lace. And vintage lace here. This is vintage lace. This is a flower from Hobby Lobby, some eyelash trim. And this is some Venice lace. Not old at all. Before we do get started, I did want to show you, I had a question on the paper that I used last week, and this is it. Well, it would help if it wasn't upside down. This is what I used. This is from Hobby Lobby, and let's see, do I have, I don't, does it say it was $14.99? I'm sure I would have gotten it probably at least at 40% or 50% off. I've had this for a long time, but because it is Paper Studio, my guess is they carry it. It's not cardstock, it is scrapbook paper. So if I am doing die cuts that are pretty intricate, this works for me because it's not hard to get it to cut. So I can't remember who was asking. I hope you're watching it. This is it. It is called Kirby Teasdale. So 80 paper pack with 20 designs, 4 of each, acid free, 12 by 12s. So I hope that that helps you. And now let's get going. This measures, this is a piece of what I used and what I did, and I already did it so that you didn't have to sit here and watch me. I had some deli paper like this here. It's kind of matte on one side, kind of shiny. This is food grade, so you could wrap food in this. And I went ahead and, yeah, it is on there. I'm sure I did. Yes, I did. I can see it. I went ahead and just used the glue stick and glued this down. Yeah, here it is. You can see that corner right there. So now what we need to do is fold this. And this one was folded up. Well, I can just use this here. This one was folded up just maybe an eighth more than 3 inches. So let's go ahead and do that. As a matter of fact, I think I am going to grab my scoreboard, because I just think that's going to be a little bit easier. So let's take the scoreboard and let's score this. There's my 3. I'm going to go 3 1/8. Just like that. Nothing fancy. Just to give us a spot to fold. Then we're going to burnish. that, and I left a little bit of a space. So I think we probably should be smart and make this easy on ourselves and score this. I am going to score this, I think. I am going to go 1 3/4. That will allow me a little bit more room for the tags. So 1 3/4. And this was, to begin with, I don't think I even told you, this measures, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 1/4 by 3. And if you wanted to on this, you could round your corners. I didn't need to round the corners, and so I didn't round the corners. And now what I am going to do is I am going to take this to the sewing machine and I am going to stitch all the way around. And I did not stitch around the top, and I also didn't take a divot, but I think I will, just because I think it looks better. I didn't on mine, but I am going to do that on yours, just like that. Take that divot. So I am going to go ahead and stitch this, and I will be right back. Go, we are all stitched, and now we are all stitched. There's our pocket. And so now let's do some decorating. So I call these collar shaped Venice lace. And we are going to glue this just like that, so that we've got some on the back, and we have this on the front. So see if I can keep this down like that so I know what I'm doing. Get our glue and get our glue on here. Making sure I don't need to glue below the flap, obviously, or I would glue the flap closed. Let's make sure we didn't do that. We didn't. Get some glue here. Like that. And we'll get some glue on here. Just like that. Fold that over. That glued down. And then on, right down here, I put a beautiful piece of this handmade vintage lace. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. So I want to do the same. See, I think I used 2 pieces. So we are going to put that right down there like that. It just adds up just a little something more. You can't really see it. It doesn't really show up, but I like it. When you pull this flap up, you can't, I mean, you kind of have to look for it, but I just think it looks really pretty. And so now what we need here, what I did was I used a piece of this. This is vintage lace. It's got a flower at the top. And I used, let's see, behind it, a piece of this vintage lace. And we're going to cut it a little bit longer. And we're going to layer it just a tad. Let's see which way this goes. This way. And then we're going to take a piece of eyelash trim. And this is kind of has a pinkish tint to it, but it's pretty. And we are going to just take a couple stitches on this, right in the center of that flower. Just sometimes this the vintage lace, it's hard to get a needle through, but it can be done. We just want to tack down, make sure this eyelash trim is tacked down and it isn't going to go anywhere. I did think, my thought process was at first to put a button on here, and I ended up going with the flower. I do like the flower best. If I got a little bit nervous that maybe the button would add too much bulk for the post and cause me an issue. So we've got that, and then as you can see, I used the smaller, these flowers from Hobby Lobby. This is the larger size, and then there is this smaller size here. But we are going to use the larger size, because why not? I mean, why not? We have it. You deserve it. I don't want to cover up the top of that. And this is so pretty. I hate to not have that show. And this way you can see a little bit of it. So I think I'll go ahead. And get our flower on there. Just making sure that you can see the crocheted flower. And then we are going to glue this right on here like that. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, jeez. It's so pretty. So I think that'll do it. I really don't want to get glue on the eyelash trim. So there we go. Now I need to hold this down. Yeah, I've got glue on the eyelash trim. But it didn't ruin it, so that's good. So let me go ahead. We don't need this anymore. And it is doing its goober thing, so let's get rid of it. We have to make our tags. So if I look at, forget that one, because two are never the same. So this is 3 inches, but then we have rickrack or zigzag stitch. So I am going to cut our index card in half. It's a 6-incher. I am going to cut it in half at 3, and I'm going to see what the length should be. And we are going to be cutting this. This I zigzag, so I think I'm going to cut it. Cut this up there. So I cut it at 3, and then I know we have to cut the sides, so probably about, I'm eyeballing it. So let's cut that right there, and then let's make sure they'll fit. Before we put our tags in, we want to make sure that these will fit, and they do. So now we know, I can see that that's going to be an issue, so let's glue that down a bit. I don't want you to have to constantly be gluing this down to keep that on the bottom. Hopefully that'll do it. Okay, so what I have here, we want to be able to write on that side, is I cut 2 tags. So we are going to go ahead and cut these down to size and glue them. Easy, right? Really, really easy. So there's one beautiful tag. And okay, I'm going to take this to the cutter, and I'm going to cut just right above her roses because I want to keep as much of her as I possibly can. So now let's see what we're going to lose. I think I'll go this way. So beautiful. Okay. This would be really cute for any journal. Cute in a pocket. All right then, let's see what we've got. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so now we get our glue stick. And glue this on. I'm not putting any eyelet or any tabs or anything like that on here because then I would have an issue trying to close our little envelope. So there's the first tag. And here is our second. just like that. So you've got two really cute tags, and on the back you've got lined index card. Now on mine, I went ahead and did the edges. So let's see. Yes. Just adds a little something. See that? Just a little something. I'm sorry, I've got glue all over me. Things are sticking to me. Just like that. So there we've got our really cute little tags. Look at how pretty this is, guys. Look at that. Oh, you could add, if you wanted two charms, you could hang a couple little tags off of it if you wanted. What I mean by that is, I don't have a pink one, but you could hang like tags off of it. Look at how cute that would be. If I put a ball pin in here and hung that off, it wouldn't lay flat, and so the post would get me, so that's not going to work, but you could do it. So let's put these inside, and she is ready to go. Just like that. Look at that, guys. Oh, really, really cute. So there we have it. Sweet as can be. Are you ready, ready, ready? Remember when we did this one last week? This is what is going. There's our butterfly, our nouveau glaze, and I did stitch around the pocket. So hopefully this will find a home. How about Elena Palova? Elena. Yay, I think this is the very first time I have pulled your name. So get in touch with me with an address, Elena, and this is yours. Congratulations. So happy for you. All right, guys, this is it. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thursday. Be sure to watch tomorrow because there's an announcement coming along. And I hope you will enjoy that and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.